Good morning, kids. It's Mr. Heidukowicz. I'm here with Math Minute 37. We are going to, I think, continue to do Math Minutes through video until I get you into the habit of watching the entire video and doing the practice along with the assignment. The reason is yesterday I saw a bunch of you struggle with Math Minute, and that's not the intent. The intent is not for you to struggle your way through it or wait for the answers. The intent is for you to get your brain working in such a way that you can find the answers yourselves with different strategies. Because if you just wait for the answer, you're not really learning anything. You're just picking up the answer so you can move on with your day. And that's not specifically what we want. That's not deliberate practice. And what we're looking for is deliberate practice. We can talk more about that at morning meeting. So I'm going to pause and get zoomed in, and then we'll take a look at a few different ways of solving these. I do want you to watch the video the entire way through, and I will check it through the analytics on YouTube. So unless I see 25 out of 25 kids, we'll likely be having a conversation about this. So hopefully you're still listening. The first problem we run into on Math Minute 37 is 9 times 5. And yesterday we talked about some strategies to solve multiplication problems. The easiest way to do this one when you're working with a times 5 is just to count by 5s. You don't even have to write anything down. You just use your fingers. This is how I would do it. I would just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Once I hit 9 fingers, I'm at 45. I know 9 times 5 is 45. Now, obviously, there's some problems with that because if we miscount, then we could throw our whole answer off. But that would be the simplest solution. So skip counting would be my strategy in this case. Number 2, they show you the expanded form of a number. 1,000 plus 300 plus 20 plus 1. All you need to do with this one is take a look at the first digit in each number. 1, 3, 2, 1. You don't even have to add anything up, okay? When they expand the form, all they're doing is stretching the number out. So this number is 1, 3, 2, 1. And if I write that in standard form, 1, 3, 2, 1, my answer is 1,321. Again, I just took the first digit of each number and I placed them in order to get my answer in standard form. 36 minus 27, I'll let you do on your own and come back and check your work. 15 divided by 3, remember we say these backwards, and this is a division symbol. So this problem, if we write it the way we would write it, would look like this. How many times can I fit 3 into 15? I'll come back to that in just a second. And then the last one in this set is whatever this notebook plus these colored pencils, and how much does it cost. So this one you should set up vertically just like you would on your MCAs. Even if you can do the math in your head, you're still going to write them down until I'm confident you are good with this. So this one would end up being 275. I should have let you solve that one on your own, but I got a little too focused. So your answer just goes right here. Since we're still in the video, let's go back to this one. How many times can I fit 3 into 15? This is how I'm going to show you to do it, but it takes a long time, but you're going to get the right answer. If you write these out, division is repeated subtraction. Okay, I'm taking away 3 as many times as I can until I get to 0. So watch. 15 minus 3 is 12. I'm not at 0 yet. So then I take away 3 more. Minus 3 more is 9. Not at 0 yet. So I take away 3 more. Then I get to 6. Not at 0, I take away 3 more. Then I get to 3. Still not at 0, I take away 3 one more time. Now I'm at 0. However many times I took away 3, that's your answer. So if I go back through and say, well, here's one group of 3 I took away, 2 groups of 3 I took away, 3 groups of 3, 4 groups of 3, 5 groups of 3. My answer to that division problem is 5. Okay, because I took away 5 groups of 3 from 15 to get to 0. Since we're still live on the video, we're just going to go through this one too. 36 minus 27. I can't take away 7 from 6, so I know I have to regroup. I borrow from the tens place, so now I have 16 minus 7, which gives me 9. 2 minus 2 is 0, so my answer is 9. The difference between 36 and 27 is 9. Kids, the powerful piece of having video lessons is you can pause the video at any time. So if you fall behind or I'm going too fast, just pause it until you can write everything down, because I do expect that you write everything that I write. Okay, when I look at these, I'm going to check to see that you wrote everything I wrote in this video, because that's the only way you can prove to me, or I know that you've watched the entire thing and that you fully understand this. If you have a different way of solving a problem, that's fine, but you need to show me on paper. No words can be exchanged between us. You can't come up to me and tell me I did it this way. You have to do it the way I'm showing you, and then we can talk about other ways of doing it after that, but I need to know you know these ways first. Number 6 says write 21, 12, 201, and 210 in order from least to greatest. Okay, from smallest to largest, least to greatest. The way I solve these problems is I look through and I find the smallest one first. Okay, so I know 12 is first because 12 is less than 21 and it's not in the hundreds, so I'm going to write my 12. And then I continue from there. Okay, 21 is the only one that doesn't have 3 digits in it of the remaining numbers, so I know 21 comes next. And then 201 and 210. And I can tell the difference because when I look at the 2s are the same, but when I look in the tens place, 0 is less than 1. Okay, so I'm looking in the tens place, 0 is less than 1. So I know that 201 comes next, and then I end with 210. Number 7, 43 plus 55. Okay, 3 plus 5 should give you 8. 4 plus 5 should give you 9. You should end up with 98. Number 8, Joel races a radio-controlled car. He has 3 sets of 4 batteries. How many batteries does he have in all? You can do this 2 different ways. If you know your multiplication facts, you can say 4 times 3, and you can come up with 12. Or, because you drew a picture here, which is the same as, it's a different strategy, but it's still using a strategy to solve your problem. It's no different than skip counting. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 batteries. And then lastly, numbers 9 and 10. Does the figure have symmetry? Circle yes or no. Remember, symmetry is if I make a dividing line anywhere through this shape, could I fold it in half on top of itself and it be exactly the same? Okay, so when I look at this one, I'm kind of making pretend lines. Can't do it that way, it wouldn't look the same. Can't do it this way, can't do it this way. Okay, so no, this one does not have any symmetry. Okay, is it the same on both sides if I put a line through it? And finally, number 10, Could I make a line of symmetry? And how many lines of symmetry could I make? By looking at the shape, I know if I cut it in half here and I were to fold this over on top of itself, or if I placed a mirror here, I would get the exact same on this side and this side. I can't do it this way because if I fold it that way, it's not going to match up. I can't do it this way, but I could fold it horizontally like this. So this one not only has one line of symmetry, it has two lines of symmetry. So my answer for number 10 would be yes. Now, kids, I fully recognize, understand, and realize that I have given you all the answers to these problems. The reason I did that in this case is I am not confident each and every one of you could do these independently. When I walked around the room yesterday, there was about 8 kids out of 25 that had the multiplication problem right. And there was no work shown anywhere next to the problem. In other words, you did it in your head or you tried skip counting in your heads. Okay? That's not going to work. Not on a test where there's a value in your score. Not if it's something that's graded. You're going to need to slow down, take your time, write things out, and draw things out so you know you can get the correct answer. Okay? Again, I am looking for you to watch these entire videos. Be no different than you sitting on your carpet spots and doing it. So please make sure that you hear these last words. And just as a little quiz, I'm going to have you write one word up above minute 37 to prove that you watched the entire video. So at the very top above minute 37, all you're going to write is strawberry. When I see this word, I will know that you've watched the entire video. So please don't share that word with anyone else. You write it on your paper, you turn it in, and then you're done. I'm looking for this to know that you watched the whole thing. Thanks, kids. I will see you at morning meeting. Bye.